All right. Thank you guys for making time tonight. Super excited to get into the meat of this call and continue with our back to basics. So really quick before we get started, I want to take like a maybe 5 minute or less open discussion on if you have any questions about anything from the first 2 weeks. The first week we went over being proof that products work and personal development, investing in yourself. The second week we went over tracking your business and following up. Do you guys have any questions or anything that has been working for you well that you want to share with everybody?
I actually wanted to know if Erin was going to share with us, kind of go over what she shared on the site, because I did look at what she posted, and I'm not on my computer today. I'm actually listening through my car and I had to go to my grandma's, but I'll be watching the video probably tomorrow, but I was just wondering if she was going to be able to go through that so that I kind of had a better understanding of how she uses that. Looks cool.
Sure. I'm sure we could get her to make a video explaining it. That would probably be awesome. Who is talking? Sorry.
This is Cassie.
Oh, hey, Cassie. I was like, I know that voice, but I can't place it.
That's okay.
We can probably get Erin. I don't see Erin on just yet. Get her to make a video and explain it.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
You got it.
I appreciate it.
Let me just make note of that. Anybody else have any questions or requests as far as anything we've gone over? No? Going once? Go twice?
Did anybody who wasn't on the call this week listen to the recording last week?
Oh, Laura Sophie. I'll let you slide because your wedding's like yesterday. How many?
7 days? 6 days? 16?
16.
Woo!
Yay.
And can I just add, you looked mighty fly in your bachelorette party dress.
That's exciting. Hi, Aislinn.
Hi.
All right, so anybody else really quick? Questions, comments, concerns, thumbs up? Good. All right, let's go ahead and jump in then. So just to recap, we went over the importance of investing in yourself physically and mentally, and how this business only works if you are being proof that the products work and refilling your tank so you're not burning out. Week 2, we talked about different tracking suggestions and how to follow up. And these are posted. If you haven't watched the replays, we're on a call live and you haven't watched the replays, they're posted in the files. Once the series is all complete, I'm going to go ahead and pin it. So you have all the videos right there, and you can also share it. So if you have new coaches coming in or coaches who haven't watched this and they want to go back to the basics themselves, they can go through these calls and learn everything that we've been talking about over the last couple weeks. Just a reminder, we do have the hashtag 30 Epic Days posting challenge. I know a lot of people were saying they don't know exactly what to post. So we came up with some ideas. We posted the week, like a Motivation Monday idea, Transformation Tuesday, something for each day that you can be posting along with a 30 Epic Days. So if you haven't started 30 Epic Days yet, start now. Start tomorrow. Make tomorrow your day one. It's just a fun way to post and get people involved. Ask your challengers to join you. Ask your followers, your friends, your family to join you, and just have some fun with a picture challenge. I know I've been having fun with it. So that is up and running. And okay, so that's all the recap stuff. I know I'm late on recognition for the week, but I will be posting that after the call as far as Volume and Success Club. So we'll celebrate that. I know it has been a slower month for a lot of people who are banging out big Success Club numbers. For a lot of people in general, I know Lauren's shaking her head. She's had a rough month. She's shared with you guys. It happens. There's ebbs and flows in this business. Keep planting those seeds. Keep following up, because almost every time no just means not right now. give it some time. Keep following up. Keep in contact. And a follow-up doesn't always have to be, hey, are you ready yet? A follow-up might be, hey, I was just thinking about you. I hope you're well. And just letting somebody know that you care about them and keeping the conversation going. So don't give up. The month isn't over. There's still a week left. If you have Success Club as your goal, stay in touch with your people, follow up. If you really want to go crazy, think about offering an incentive for people who join you this month. Get creative, come up with a new challenge group, get creative to make sure that you achieve your goals. And don't give up. I know Candy has hit Success Club in the last hour of the last day of the month. And because I know Dina has, I don't know if Dina's on, Dina has been up until midnight making it happen. So if Success Club is important to you, you'll make it happen. It might just be the last day of the month. And that just, it happens sometimes when you have big goals. So, all right. Tonight we're going to talk about the inviting process, how to overcome some objections, and then I'm going to give you a little tool that I use that I didn't know was such a secret until our leadership call last week, and they were like, whoa, how did you do that? So I'm going to share it with all you guys as well, things that keep me efficient. So before we get into the inviting, I just want you to make a note as far as building the relationships. Make a note to go back and rewatch the video about forming and what that means. That is the core of how you're going to start the conversations. What we're going to talk about tonight is going to be the transition from starting the conversations to actually inviting them to Beachbody, to a challenge group, to a challenge pack, to coaching, or whatever. Lauren, I don't have written down who was talking about what. I don't know if we established that.
I don't think we did. I think we were just kind of go off of the natural, what we do is the invitation process, the 5-step invitation guide, just because, we really bounce off each other. So I don't think we really established a timeline for that.
I have the timeline, but I didn't write down who was saying what. So
yeah, I'm kidding.
Okay. So, speaking of bouncing off of each other, kind of digress. Make sure you watch the video that Lauren and I posted today. It's high energy. It's a little ding, 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 ding. But I want you guys to know where we stand as leaders in this business for the team and where we hope to take the team as a whole the rest of the year. Hi, Sam Wizzy. Did you hear me? So make sure you check out the video that we posted earlier, and hopefully it pumps you up a little bit. Okay, so getting into the thick of things. So you are forming people, you're building these relationships, you are starting the conversations based off of, so you're posting, we're giving you things to post. People are liking, commenting, engaging with you. What do you do with those likes, comments, and engagements? You should send them a message. Anybody who likes your posts, anybody who comments on your posts, send them a message and say, hey, thank you for the support. That starts a conversation. How have you been? Simple way to start the conversation. And then you can go into the form process and asking questions. How has your family been? How is work? How is whatever? Maybe you used to go to a prayer meeting with them and you ask how that's going, or you just ask questions that build the trust, and that's the form process. So coming from these posts, you're sending them a message, you're saying thank you for the support, building the relationships, and then we get into the invite process. So I'm going to share my screen. So hopefully the people on the phone, I explain it well enough, we explain it well enough that you get it. I'm also going to show you where to find these tools, because ultimately what I want you to get from this is the tools that you have available to you to help you to succeed and to know where to find them. So give me 1 second while I share. Oh, that's my Facebook. Hold on 1 second. Where is it? Okay. All right. This is something that we haven't really put out too much, but that we want to really make a focus on now because it's a very simple tool, and we're just going to offer our feedback and tweaks and things that we think that would better serve you than the way it's necessarily written out. But this is the 5-step invitation process. And before we get into it, I'm going to show you exactly where to find it. If I could find where my online office just went. Oh, right here. Okay, so you're in your online office. I'm going to go back to my main screen. You go to News and Training. Hit Training. And then these, I don't know if I showed you this last week. These different trainings are rank specific, although that doesn't mean that if you're a coach, but you have a goal of diamond, that you shouldn't be looking in this diamond area for things that you can know now and you can be practicing now. But there's different tools in each section. If you click on coach, it gives you things you should be doing, things to know, and things to learn how to do. And then some information as far as the leadership ladder is concerned. But if you go to coach and then learn how, there's all different PDFs here. A lot of this, and I think we did talk about this, a lot of this is in the Facebook training, the Team Epic Facebook training. But I just want to go right here, the 5-step invitation process. And that's going to open this for us. So you can save this to your computer, whatever is easy for you. Put it in a way that you can re-reference it. So we're just going to kind of breeze through this really quick and offer some feedback. Laura, did you want to jump in? I don't know where you're at.
Yeah, I wanted to spin off of where we were last week. And in this 5-step invitation process, if you missed our call last week, I highly suggest before diving into this to listen to our call, because you'll be able to balance off what to talk about, what you're already talking about, how you're going to be reaching out to people. But in the third paragraph on this, it says how to build relationships. You can click that, and it will take you to another training that talks about how to, right? Yeah, it's the invitation process. What forming is, how to invite to different groups, some scripts in here that'll show you how to communicate. And in our training that we did last week, we kind of personalized it. This is very generic. This is generic messages. I never suggest copy and pasting. I always suggest taking the sample, taking the script, and making it genuine to you, because you're the one that they're going to have the conversation with, and they're already attracted to you, and they already know your language. So if it sounds robotic to you, it's going to sound robotic to them. So I just wanted to input that in before, and then so if you weren't on last week's call and you haven't watched last week's call and you're nervous about the invitation process, we went into it in our last week was tracking, but we also talked about inviting and how to invite and what to say when inviting. So and how to build relationships to trust. So again, just go back to last week's call, but you can also, there's a document in how to build relationships.
Did you want to? Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I keep changing this, and I don't know how to. Hold on. I want to try to see my Zoom people at the same time. My Zoom people. I don't know how to do that. I can't see you at the same time. But I want you to be able to see the screen, so that's okay. God, do you want to run through it?
Yeah, I can. You're just going to have to scroll for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So the 5-step invitation process, I'm not going to read this word for word because you can do that yourself. But it really is just a formula, I guess you could say, into how to go about inviting people into your life, things that you can say, ways you can interact. So if you scroll down, Crystal, you're going to step 1, invite your prospect into the conversation. So that very well is you see a like on your post or someone comments, great job, so proud of you. you message them and you say, thank you so much for your support. So the bridge to step 1 to step 2 is to prepare them for questions you'll be asking in step 2. So if you scroll down, right, Crystal? Step 1, this is where Crystal and I don't like this. We don't like this sample invitation. That's what's called a cold invite. That's somebody that you're reaching out to that you haven't formed a relationship with, or you have, and you're just cold inviting them into your challenge group. I don't like that. I don't agree with that. I think that in order to be genuine, you need to find out people's goals. You need to not assume that people want to lose weight, because sometimes they find that offensive. So I wouldn't send them that. Would you, Crystal?
No, I wouldn't. And this is part of the reason why we haven't sent this out is for this reason. But we thought that with the call, we could kind of explain to you our perspective, because the 5-step invitation process itself is actually really great. Just changing these little sample scripts is, I think, crucial. I don't love this little section right here. Oops. Hey, I've never talked to you before, but I'm looking for people to join my challenge group. Not going to work. Maybe you might get one who's like, yes, sign me up, but chances are it's not going to work. So what you are going to do is get them into the conversation. Without this, I don't know if this is for you, but get them into the conversation, thank them for their support, or find out how they're doing.
Form them.
You can, form them, but you can say, now things I've done in a different way, but similar to this, is say something like, I noticed, if you guys have background noise, just mute yourself, because I can't see this.
First down, and got in the end zone. Giants. Yeah.
They actually ran in the touchdown. How to get the 2 points. Sack the quarterback in the end zone.
They blocked it. When he went to pick it, they blocked it before that happened, before the touchdown.
Right, but
there we go. Talk about football. Okay, let's try that again. Sorry, guys. Okay, so something that I've done similarly, but not in so many words, is I'll start the conversation, find out how they're doing, get the trust built or rebuilt, and then I'll say, hey, I noticed that you liked my post about Shakeology, or I noticed that you often like my posts about coaching. Is that something that you're interested in? And that simple little question is either a yes or no. Like, some people will say, no, I just support you, just for saying I like what you're doing. And some people are like, yeah, I've been really wanting to get started with something. I see you're so consistent with what you're doing. I'd love to find out more. Or some people would say, I've been a little skeptical, but I see that you love it. So yeah, you want to share some information with me. The response is going to be different every time. I agree with the tips here. Don't overwhelm them with a bunch of information. Just simply ask if it's something that they're interested in. So Lauren, I don't know if I can't see you to see if you agree with that, but that's how I go about my first step of inviting.
Yeah, and I completely agree with that. And I also think because you've built the relationship, you've formed them, you've talked about, oh, hey, do you have any health and fitness goals? Oh, what does that mean to you? I talked about this last week. When you're reaching out to people and you're talking to people, or somebody's reached out to you and's been messaged you and says, hey, your posts are really great. You inspire me to want to be better. It's just an example. I always respond with thank you so much for your support. And I have found through my Beachbody group training that you want to, what was the formula I used? I need my notes from last week. That you want, first I ask them, do you have any goals? What are your goals? Why do you want to reach those goals? So what are your goals? Why do you want to reach those goals? And how is that going to make you feel? Because when you find out how that's going to make them feel, their goals very may well not be that they need to lose weight, but that they need to feel better, and they need to lower their cholesterol, and they need to stop the onset of prediabetes. Well, that's going to that's serious, and that's something that is going to make them feel amazing. And when you say, I completely understand where you're coming from, I can help you. I can help you feel healthy. I can help you feel strong. I can help you feel empowered. The objections that you're going to get are very minimal because you're reaching into the depth of what they really need. So again, what are your goals? Why and how? How are you going to feel when you reach those goals? So if you're talking to someone about that, then you can go, if that's the style of your conversation, then you can go into, well, I hold a monthly challenge group, and you insert your invitation there. Is this something that you would be interested in? Would you like to learn more?
And just kind of plant that seed. And before you go too much further, what you're talking about now is the interview. So I just want to make really quick note about this important step right here, the bridge from step 1 to step 2. And like this says, it's like the binding on a book. You're going to start asking them questions, but you don't want to bombard them with questions. You want to ask them, is it okay if I ask you a few questions, and let's continue our conversation. Let's see how I can help you, or let's see if Beachbody would be a good fit for you. Is it okay if I ask you a few questions? And just move the conversation along like that.
Yeah, and I really like that. That's something I completely agree with, is the bridge to that, because that's so genuine. That's right. And you're asking their permission. You're not forthcoming with information without genuinely asking if they're interested. And if they say no, that's fine. That is fine. You don't cut the conversation off there. You just don't want them, oh, well, they don't want anything to do with me. You continue to build a relationship and build trust, because 99% of the time people are skeptical. They're skeptical that you just want something from them, not that you really care about them and that you want to help them. So continue the conversation. Like, no problem, that's great, but don't end it there. If they say no, just keep going. But then if they say yes, that's a great bridge into that, because you're allowing permission to enter that personal part of their life.
Right. Absolutely. So Lauren gave you some really great questions to ask. These are some other questions that you can use. What interested you in the fitness program? How long have you struggled with nutrition? How many times, and you don't have to say in the last 5 years, you can just say, how many times would you say you've tried to lose weight? Or what have you tried before? Do you know anyone that would want to work out and eat healthy with you? What do you do for exercise, et cetera, et cetera? You can say things like, have you ever heard of the program that I do? And just kind of plant those seeds, 21 Day Fix or whatever it is that you do. The tips here are slow down and ask questions. If you hear on the surface answers, ask more questions. And I really like Lauren's questions on, especially, how would it make you feel? And that's such a deep question that I don't think people get asked enough, is like, how would it feel to me to achieve this? And Chalene Johnson always talks about that, is like, you have this image of what you think success looks like, whether it's physical, financial, personal, whatever. You have this idea of what success looks like, but really ask yourself, what is success going to feel like? What do I want to feel like when I reach this goal weight or this goal size, or I make this much money, etc. So keep the conversation going, keep asking questions until.
And I think the third tip is go back and forth. It says go back and forth as many times as you need to truly understand their emotional needs. We all have physical needs. We all have physical things that we want to change about ourselves, to improve about ourselves, to be healthier. But like we know, being enough is something that we all struggle with. So when you tap into their emotional feelings about why this truly is important to them, you really connect with them and you really, truly, compassionately care. And it allows you to be more vested into their life, because once you connect with that person, you want to see them succeed. It's not just this, oh, here's another challenge pack. You really care and you're listening. And it's not a rushed conversation. It's not something that needs to be rushed and fly to the next person. Be genuine and your conversations with them, because it'll come across and they're going to say, gosh, this girl she really cares about me. And they're going to go to be like, hey, Melissa, Lauren really cares about me. You got to talk to this girl. She really empowered me.
Right.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So moving forward, the bridge from step 2 to step 3. This is a very simple question. And I don't even do all this extra stuff.
And we don't like to listen.
Listen, I still don't know if this is right for you. Like, that almost gives them permission, in my opinion, to say, no, it's not right for me. What I do, and I still use this step, but just in a different way, is I say, I use this, if I would you. And I say, if I send you a video about the 21-day fix, let me rewind, I'm sorry. Based on your needs, based on our discussion, I feel like this program, and it's usually 21-day fix, but sometimes it's not. I feel like 21-day fix and Shakeology would be a great fit to help you achieve X, whatever they told me. If I sent you a video to check out, would you watch it? And of course, most of the time they say, yeah. I've almost never had somebody tell me no. And this goes hand in hand too. So really quickly, if you're talking about the coaching opportunity, same basic process. If they're saying, like, I really want an opportunity that's going to help me to live a better life, that is going to help me financially, to help me help people, same process goes. So think about it in both capacities. So if I sent you a video, would you watch it? I don't use this whole paragraph. I keep it very simple. And then they'll usually tell me, oh, I'll watch it after the kids go to bed, or I'll watch it tomorrow. And I will say, all right, great. I'll touch base with you in the next couple of days, the next 24 hours. I usually just say the next couple of days. I'll be chatting with you soon. If you have any questions come up in the meantime, send me a message, but I'll follow up with you as well.
Never say, when you're done watching it, let me know.
Yes.
Never say that. That is the kiss of death. That is them disregarding your time. That is you telling them, I don't really care what you have to say. Just let me know when you're done. And they're going to forget about it. They're not going to watch it. So always follow up with that you're going to follow up with them.
Right.
Never leave it.
And do follow up with them. Don't leave them hanging. Okay, so send the videos. And so I'm going to give you a little bit about how I do this. There are a ton of videos, and I'm going to actually show them to you tonight, where to find your videos in case you don't know. But I don't send the customer success stories because they see my success. They see my commitment. They see me talk about my customers, their success. I don't send videos of people that I don't know. I send people from my team or whatever relates to them. But how I send the videos. So let's say they're interested in 21-day fix. They'll say they heard of it. They've seen the infomercial. Their friend at work does it, whatever. I send them a video, and I send it with the Shakeology video, with the what can a shake do for you video. And I say, here's a video about 21-day fix along with the video about Shakeology. These go hand in hand. Shakeology works with the 21-day fix nutrition plan to get you max results, to get you your best results and feeling your best. So check them out, and we'll go from there. There are these videos. So if you don't know, like, how to explain what a challenge group is, or you just want to share it in a video, ever feel like this is actually a really good video. I don't typically use it. I like to just connect with my potential customers, but if you're just not ready for that point, you do have the tools available to you to share this information. But if you're don't let fear hold you back either. Be bold and just try and be willing to fail. And if you bomb a conversation, you bomb a conversation. I bomb conversations all the time. That's how we get better.
So as far as sending the videos, Crystal's going to show you where the videos are and a trick to sending them videos that leads them directly to your page and not YouTube, right?
Yeah. Should I send it now? And we can do it. I can show you now while we're on this topic. Let me just see what. Okay, yeah. We're going to pause this. We're on step 3. And I'm going to show you exactly what I do to send the videos. So
take notes down for this. This is something that she just taught me, that I didn't know you could do this. I thought it was just for specific links. So this is really great and has really helped me in the past couple of days by being more proficient in my conversations.
So as far as the videos are concerned, you can actually get them both places. Where I get my videos for sharing 21 Day Fix, sharing Shakeology, sharing the coaching opportunity, any video that I share, I come here to my online office. If you scroll to the bottom and click English or Spanish, this is your video library. And there is a video for everything. So let's say I want to share a 21 Day Fix. I go here and I click share and then copy the link. Now you can send that link directly, but I'm going to show you some tips that I use to make it really easy. Now the reason you want to share from here is because, let me see if I can show you really quick. If I put this in, I think I'm logged in, so I'm not sure if it's going to work.
Not only if you share from YouTube, if you share the 21 Day Fix link from YouTube into some of you may have already experienced this, into Facebook Messenger, it's been blocked. You cannot send it anymore. It's been reported as spam far too many times, so you can't send it, but you can send it directly through our website.
Right. And now, so if I send them that link, I just copy and pasted that link just like my customer would pull it up. They click on the link. This is what pops up. They see the video, and when they're done watching the video, when they click away, they're on my coach website. So rather than being on YouTube where they can see positive or negative reviews or information, they're right here and they can click around and see what else I have to offer through Beachbody.
Yes, so, Emily. She's actually, Emily asked, she's been sending links via coaching codes, and that's where we're leading into. So yes, you're doing exactly the right thing.
So I'm going to get into coaching codes really quick. Yeah, let me do that now actually. So that's how you get videos
from your online office.
From your online office. Another tool is coachingcodes.com. If you go to coachingcodes.com and you come down and you type in your coach ID number or your screen name, it will give you every link under the sun linked directly to your coach account. So I use this mainly for my for my challenge group links, which I'm looking for, my challenge pack links. So any of these links, you can see my referring rep ID is in here. So any of these links will take my customer right to, let's say, the Size Kickstart Challenge Pack. This link will take them directly to that with me as their coach. So rather than sending them to my website and saying, click here, click there, click here, click there, where they can mess it up and order the wrong thing, I send them directly to the right link. They cannot mess it up. So that's where you get these links. This is where, your online office is where you get the other links. Now, what I do with these links, that's not what you need to say. What I do with these links to make it really efficient is I go to tinyurl.com and I take that really long link and put it in here, and I make a tiny URL. That creates this for me. And this is so much prettier to share with my customers than that crazy long link. So I copy this, and you can customize it too. I don't. I just make a short one. Copy that and send it. But what I really do to make it efficient, now I don't know if you have Google or not, and I'm just going to show you from.
Did you see that Oprah page?
What was on? Oh, what was it? I missed it. Where did it go? Oh, Oprah. You're funny. I'm like, I think I saw Oprah. That's like in my brain somewhere. You're funny. Okay, so this is my Google account. So if you go to Gmail, you create a Gmail account, you have access to Google Drive. So Google Drive is like a cloud. And so you can use this. I use Google Drive. You can use, last week, Dina talked about OneNote. I don't know what else there is. There's all different resources you can use, but I use Google Drive because I have Samsung, so it makes it easy for me. I have Google Drive on my phone. I can pull it up very easily on any device that I'm on. And it stores in the Google whatever atmosphere. So then I have, I don't know where it is in here, but it's right here, a document called video links. Now, these are the main ones that I share all the time. I don't have every video in here. I share the coaching opportunity all the time. I share 21 Day Fix, Shakeology, 21 Day Fix Extreme, Shakeology Clinically Proven, Ever Feel Like This, P90X3. These are the programs that I'm sharing most of the time. And for the ones that I don't have in here, I just go to Coaching Codes. What I also have in here is the links to the 21 Day Fix Challenge Pack with my Coach ID number, 21 Day Fix Extreme, Club Challenge Pack, etc. I probably should organize this. There's kind of random stuff in here right now. But I really use the same ones all the time. Minus, a few conversations here or there. So that's what works for me as far as keeping me efficient. And then from my phone, I can pull up the app, and Candy, I can't see where you're at to see your facial expression. I can't see you. To copy it, I just hold it down, highlight it, and then I can send it in a message. So these are available to me all the time. That keeps me efficient. So
I want to add to that. I've been using Google Docs now. I was using Notes in my phone, like on my my iPhone. I also have, which is in our file section, like what is 21 Day Fix and my description for that. So I can copy and paste that and send that when I am inviting, how much I've broken down, how much the challenge pack is. All that information, like script answers, is in the file section of our team page. But having it all there makes it so time efficient to be able to just copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste.
Yep.
And it's not, and I just want to.
Yeah.
It's not, you're not being genuine. The information is the same.
Right.
So I don't want you to think that you're shortcutting anything, or you're not giving anyone genuine answers, or you're not spending genuine time with people. The information doesn't change. It's still the same information. It's written with passion. It's written with integrity. So don't ever feel that copy and pasting or shortcutting through that is taking away from your quality of customer service.
Right. Exactly. So I'm just gonna. Oh, that's
a couple of questions in the chat. Let me check.
Oh yeah, can you read them?
Ooh, Candy used her first tiny URL code.
Ah, go
girl. Andrea saw Oprah too.
That's funny.
Good job, Dina. All right, we're good.
Okay.
Chat.
All right, so step 4 is the follow-up. Super important. So if you've ever been in sales, and no matter how you cut it, we're in a sharing business, but we're also in direct sales. If you've ever been in sales, you've probably heard the fortune is in the follow-up, and it is so true. I've been in sales in different capacities, and I've never sold, I've rarely sold anything without following up to see if there was still an interest for it or if there was still a need for it. Because people just get busy. You get busy, they get busy, things happen. And I will tell you that almost without fail, people have said, oh, thank you so much for following up with me. Something just came up, or I totally forgot. I've been busy with my kids, or something. It's never like, oh my God, stop talking to me. I've never had anybody say, oh my God, stop talking to me. I can't believe you're talking to me. I'm not interested. Don't ever talk to me again. They say, thank you for following up with me. And they appreciate it and they respect it. And if they're in sales, they respect it even more because they know how important a follow-up is. Or if they're in any kind of business that requires a follow-up. So follow up and confirm the interest. So you can read through this, but I really like the question, what did you like about the video? Does everything make sense? Do you have any questions? Does this sound like something that would help you to achieve your goals? And then, yeah, this says explain the deal. And Lauren talked about the script that is in the file section that she uses, that it really breaks down the price and what you get for that $160. So that's
so
for
in this, when you're following up, it might be to an objection. It might be to someone who said, no, not this month, I don't have that money. When you're following up, it might be to someone who's not responding to you. And then when they do follow up, it might be the weirdest conversation you've ever had in your life. And that happened to me yesterday, and I just realized I don't want a crazy person in my life. So I said, okay, bye-bye. But if you are coming to objections, and that's something that you're struggling with follow-ups and invitations, we have found that using the formula feel, felt, found with situations that have happened has really allowed us to be compassionate. A lot of times people talk, the number one objection is price. And, you know, when I first signed up for my T25 challenge pack, it was a pull for me. I did question it because I was like, I really don't know if I can afford $205. But I thought about it, and before even mentioning money to Crystal, I took time and I thought about it, and I really felt I needed something more in my life. So when people come up with objections, I say, you know, I felt the same way. I knew exactly how you feel. We were a one income family at the time. I was taking part with a personal trainer. I was really stretching my budget there, but I knew I needed something more. And I have found that by investing my hard-earned money back into myself, I've created a whole world that is so much more. So whatever your objections were in your heart or in your mind, you can generally use the same feel, felt, found with your objections.
Right, absolutely. Since we're on the topic, I clicked on this, which is also found, if you didn't notice, over here. Where'd it go? Sorry. One of them. Where'd it go? Not that. I apologize. How to overcome objections. Did it close my thing? It must have closed it. Okay. Yeah, it went to the next page. So in step 3, it gives you the option to click here to overcome objections, and it also gives you some great tips. And just for the sake of time, we're not going to run through this tonight, but feel, felt, found is in here. And some other suggestions. I really use this one a lot too, especially when people bring up different shakes or different programs. I don't know, all I know is, and I share what I know about Shakeology, or I share what I know about what 21 Day Fix has done for me. You don't have to know everything about your competitors' products to succeed. So I really like that overcoming objection. And then there's some other tips in here that you can check out, and feel free to ask questions about too. We're not going to go into this in detail tonight, but
Andrea asked a question. She said, what about following up with people that say yes and later have an excuse as to no? Well, you need part of the forming process is when you're using something like, why do you want to reach your goals and how is it going to make you feel? You need to put their words back to them. You know, you need to say, well, I just, you know, in our conversations, you were really, we talked about your concerns about your weight and why it was really important to you. And I just want to remind you that you are worth feeling, and put their words in there. You have to remember that you don't need them to change their lives. You don't need them to buy a challenge pack from you. You need them to want to do this for themselves. So by investing that time and learning the reasons why they need this and how it's going to make them feel, your conversation is going to put that back in there in front of them. I mean, a lot of times we just are scared. We are scared to take that next step forward because how many times have we failed? So a lot of times people just need that reassurance, and they need that strong answer of putting their words back in the place of what they use, not you having to make something up. You're saying, well, you told me you wanted to feel this way, and I just want you to know you deserve to feel that way.
Yep. Excellent response. I can't say it to Andrea. I hope that helps. Does that help? I hate not seeing you guys. All right. So step 5 is helping them to enroll. So you overcome all the objections. You're to the point where they're like, all right, sign me up. What do I do? Or they're like, okay, I'm in. Help them to get started. Give them their next steps. Send them a direct link to a challenge pack. And what I like to use as a way to get them to go ahead and move along, instead of saying like, let me know when you're ready, or when you're ready, go here. What I do is, okay, what I say is, okay, what you're going to do now is click this link, blah, 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 and I give them the instructions. What you're going to do now gives them that little push, like, oh, she just told me what I'm going to do now. She didn't ask me when I was ready. She told me what I was going to do now. And it's not in a pushy way. I hope not. It's not in a pushy way. It's not like you're going to do this or else. It's just like, okay, you're ready. What you're going to do now is go here. Or, you can help people. And a lot of times what I'll do is say, what you're going to do now is click here, sign up, do X, Y, and Z. If you have any questions, shoot me a text and I'll give them my phone number. If it's somebody that I've been forming, I don't give everybody my phone number, but if it's somebody that I feel like I trust, I'll say, here's my phone number. You can text me or you can Facebook message me. Otherwise, I just say, send me a message if you have any questions. I'll be around. And if I know that they're ready to sign up, like right now, I'll say, I'll be around for the next 20 minutes. Give me a heads up when you're all signed up.
Another thing that I do too, not to interrupt you,
but
I let them know that this is a process. There are steps that they need to take in order to be able to have access to my group page, to my recipe page, to certain pages, that this is your step 1. Your step 1 is going here. Your step 2 is doing this. Your third step is to message me back and let me know that you followed through. And then step 4 is I'm going to get you introduced into our group. Step 5 is we're going to commit you to your goals. Bill. Oh my God. So that's something I do, is like create steps for them so it's not overwhelming, so they don't feel alone, but letting them know that once they finish those steps, they have something really good that's coming up next to them. They're going to be introduced to the group. They're getting more one-on-one attention from me and stuff like that.
So these are some enrollment steps, and you guys can go through these, but ask questions if you have them. I want to open up for questions, so I just want to show you what else is on this document for you to reference. Next steps, how to follow up with your customers, tracking your customers. One thing that you want to do is track when your customer's next Shakeology order is going to ship. Find out, are you loving Shakeology? Are you sharing Shakeology with people? And talk to them about becoming a coach. Talking to them about their next steps. Maybe they're finishing up their first round of 21 Day Fix and they want 21 Day Fix Extreme. Maybe they want to do another round, but they want to become a coach. Make sure that they want to stick with Shakeology and follow up with them as their month comes to an end. So there's a tool here, customer follow-up tracker. And then there's some situation scripts here. Not every conversation happens the same. So this is really great. A lot of people ask us all the time, my prospect didn't respond to step 3. What do I do? Wait 48 hours and then say, hey, not sure where we left off. I already have people who have joined my group. And put this in your own words. This is so scripted, but it gives you a good guideline. Put this in your own words. Make it you. Make it genuine. People will know if you're not being genuine, and they will not join you if they don't feel that sense of you, that sense of trust, and the feeling that you actually care about them and you're not giving them script. So use these as guidelines. And use these as tools. You can pull this up and reference it as just a process. None of this has to happen exactly, these words in this order is a guideline. You're not going to go all over the place, but it doesn't have to happen. If they're like, hey, I saw that infomercial and I'm ready to get signed up, I want you to be my coach, let's go, then sign up and talk to them about their goals and help them to achieve their goals. But you don't have to go through all that, let me interview you if they're ready to go. So every situation is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to stop my screen share so I can see you guys.
Brandy just had something really important that's excellent. She says, if this is a different conversation, please feel free to say this for another time. No, this is perfect. I've been sharing my story on Facebook, and I have several people say, oh my God, you inspired me. Just ordered my 21-day fix. Can you be my coach? They get it on Amazon or just without signing up through me. I know it's not all about the money, but do I need to come straight out on Facebook and say, this is what I do for my income? Yes. You need to introduce your world, your Facebook friends, that you are now a Beachbody coach. You need to let it be known that this is your business, that you are excited to share this opportunity. You are there for people. You may want to put it as your occupation. But yes, you want to introduce, and right. And it happened to me too. And I'll be honest, it still happens to me. Oh, I just bought it offline, because people they quick, and they don't realize that, there's a process to this. There's, through you. If she ordered through Beachbody.com, she was assigned another coach. So yes, I highly suggest coming out of the closet as a Beachbody coach and make an announcement on your page that this is something that you're really excited about, and be genuine about it. And
you're absolutely right. People don't know what a coach means.
Right.
And that's what, and Andrea's saying she made a post about it. It's true. Like, people don't. And as you grow, but people still do it to me too, and still do it to learn. But I think that the more you grow, the more reputation you continue to build and share. And this is how you attract business builders too. Share what Beachbody is doing for you on an income perspective. Even if you fill your gas tank with it, say you make $15 and you fill your gas tank, and you make a post that says, hey, thanks Beachbody for filling my gas tank this week. People then see that you're building a business by helping people. And you say that, I can't believe I'm making an income helping people. I can't believe I'm making an income doing what I love.
Yeah. Yeah. Candy did say about the disclaimer.
Thank you, Candy. Yes, there's been a really big conversation going on, and a point to be made about talking about your income with Beachbody, just so everybody knows. If you do decide to put something out there saying, thanks Beachbody, or this is, I made this much money this week, to share with people what the opportunity is doing for your life, you do want to add in there in the description, in your caption, that Beachbody does not guarantee any level of income, that your income is a direct reflection of the lives that you change, the people that you help, but that Beachbody doesn't guarantee. Super important. There's actually another MLM company under fire for some income claims. So it's really important that we, in order to maintain the integrity and the policies and procedures of Beachbody, that if we do put out an income post, which is fine, we just include that disclaimer saying that there's no guaranteed level of income.
Dina made a really great point. She said, I had someone who couldn't do it this month, say next month would be better. I asked her to do me a favor and sign up for a free membership and choose me as her coach. So if she did purchase later, that I would already be her coach online if she started. We all know it's linked to her email address, so that's a perfect way and to get people going. one thing I also add to that is I let them know about our 30-day free on-demand trial. So you may not be able to afford it this month, but a great way for you to get started and a great way for me to be able to share with you is we have 30 free days that you can sign up for your on-demand, your Beachbody On Demand for free, and you have access to our programming. Are you interested in doing that? You do have to put your credit card number in, but there is no obligation to continue, and I will be glad to send you a reminder out in 3 weeks to let you know that that's about to expire.
Yep, excellent. Good thinking. You guys can unmute and talk too. You don't have to chat. We are open for questions, by the way. We're just having discussion. Was this information helpful to you guys?
Yes. I don't have a question. I just want to tell you what I got in the mail.
Yay! That's exciting. Go, girl.
Really exciting. Never frame that.
Tina,
It took forever to get here.
Tina's a hard-working lady. I'm proud of her.
Thank you.
Anybody else want to share anything exciting or questions? Jump in and talk. Nobody?
Let's play, well, we got like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Let's play high-low. The high of your week and the low of your week.
I was like, how do you play high-low?
Does anybody want to share what the high of their week and a low of their week was? Or a low and a high? Like,
I just want to say that's not how I play high-low.
we used to play it at our dinner table. We used to say, what was the high of your week? What was the low of your week?
That's a way nicer way to play. I like it.
I'm curious how Laura plays it.
Oh, it's a drinking game.
I thought it was. I thought it was. That's why I was like, what's high-low?
Yours is way more family-friendly.
We'll play the family-friendly version. You'll have to teach me that later when I come to visit. For the
yeah. Okay, so I'll go first. The low of my week was probably breaking my toe, and I'm pretty sure it's purple right now, so it might be broken. But the high of my week was being reassured and reaffirmed that this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. And been in this business for 2 years, and this is the hardest month in the past 2 years that I have struggled with business-wise, but also emotionally-wise, because of some things that happened in my personal life with a family member who was really been negative to me, that I absorbed their negative feelings about me and this business. But I was reassured and reaffirmed that this is exactly